Got a bunch of videos. Good morning. You look wonderful.
Thanks.
Say hey to Mama. Let's see. So what's the latest? Your surgery was when?
September 13th. And I've dropped 131 pounds.
Wow. Now I have to say, I like my patients to succeed, but this part is hard for me. What size waist are you wearing in jeans now?
35 or 36. I started at a 48 at 328 pounds.
Charge you for his wardrobe.
Yeah, a lot of people, this is a misconception that you're going to make money on this deal by eating less, and you lose it in clothes 10 times over. So well, that always annoys me when patients get a thinner waist than I have. So it's
just follow. A lot of people have heard him say this already this morning. Just follow Dr. Rutledge's manual. I follow it to a T, and I've not called you with any questions.
No, you look terrific, and you're doing well. And
everything was 110% perfect.
And the other patients, I want to point out, you don't have to do this. It's not required. But I will say that Louie's mom does bring me tabbouleh. So if any of you happen to be good cooks, we won't refuse it, right?
No, not at all.
Well, you're doing great. Any other new news? That's a pretty spectacular weight loss.
I've got 14 more to go, and it's slowed down. When I graze throughout the day, like you mentioned, you can't finish a full salad. Sometimes I eat a whole big salad. Sometimes I eat half a salad, and I leave the rest of the meal hang out on the table, and I can go back in an hour and take a few more bites.
But I think that's kind of cool. In other words, imagine you had 130-pound weight loss, and you can eat a whole salad, and hopefully you're enjoying your meals.
Oh, I enjoy everything. Yesterday I marinated for 2 days and barbecued elk that I shot in Colorado.
Cool.
And I sliced it up and I put it on a salad. It's fantastic. Chicken.
I can see we just lost all of our PETA members. Oops. The people for ethical treatment of animals just logged off.
Oh, yeah,
they say, oh my gosh, you can't shoot, can't even trap mice, they say. Okay.
And, like a few days before, I fried up, I think, 4 pounds of fish, and I leave it in the refrigerator. And
no, they don't like that either.
Well, come on. I bought the fish at the grocery store.
They say you should not even step on a cockroach.
But anyway, yeah, I crave a lot of fish, salads, fruits, vegetables.
He does make a beautiful thing for breakfast.
Oh, and protein shake, whey protein. You got to do the whey protein, the creatine, the glutamine, your vitamins, your salt, Actigol for your gallbladder until you stop losing your weight. And I've slowed down. I've got like 14 pounds left to go. I'm probably am able to stop the Actigol, I think. Mm-hmm. Don't you think?
How much did you lose last month, do you know? Roughly.
8 pounds, I think.
So it's time to stop the Actigol.
It's time to slow down, yeah.
Yeah, stop the Actigol.
Stop it.
Well, again, I apologize. Yes?
What makes you stop losing weight when you reach your goal? I mean, you just keep losing weight till you...
it's what we would like to tell you is that with perfect foreknowledge, I precisely adjust the bypass so that I know just what will happen a year from now. Unfortunately, what I have to tell you is I have no idea what's going to happen.
So do you have to go in and do something different?
No, if I do it right, you won't have to go back. But if I don't do it right, and we have Sandy who's here, Sandy, I'm embarrassed to say, I failed to correctly bypass her 3 times. So she's actually had 3 surgeries with me.
Well, I'm doing great now, so.
She's very kind, but it just shows that we don't know precisely how. Now, I really like Sandy. It wasn't that I didn't like her. I just didn't know what I'm doing. And so I personally think, do you think I should have that on tape where I say I don't know what I'm doing?
You're honest.
I'll edit that part out. But the idea is that what would be perfect, I think, and when God was creating heaven and earth, just a suggestion, he could have put little markers on the bowel. Yeah, like on a ruler, cut here for 50 pounds, here for 100, you know? And then you and I could talk ahead of time. We would say, you know, what weight do you want to be? And then when I'm at surgery, I would measure down to the 50-pound mark, or the 100-pound mark, or the 150-pound mark, or the 200-pound mark, or the 300-pound mark, and I would cut there. Just like if you go to Home Depot and you say, I want a 6-foot 2x4. You can be sure, plus or minus, what, an eighth or a 16th of an inch, when you walk out, you got a 6-foot 2x4. Well, this isn't like that.
Then the second part of my question was.
But wait, I'm not done answering
Oh,
that.
I'm sorry.
This is much more like golf. In other words, golf, you could ask the golfer, even the greatest golfer in the world, you could ask Tiger Woods, you know, how hard do you hit the ball? How much of a bypass do you do for a patient? I don't know, I've never talked to Tiger Woods, but I assume he would say, well, you hit it about right. And the same thing is true when we do your bypass. I wish I could tell you that we precisely bypass exactly the right amount. And so for Ann, who had a lap band, for example, we've noticed, because I haven't done as many lap bands, I don't know as accurately how much to bypass for my lap band patients. So we're still learning about them, because I've only done about 100, whereas I've done 4,000 of the others. So I bypass what I think is going to be the right amount for them. And as an example, we're going to have one of our patients here today who's having surgery, and I failed her as well. In other words, she had about 100-pound weight loss?
80.
80-pound weight loss, and that's not enough for her. So it's a demonstration. You've seen a couple of people where it looks like I did a good job, where I didn't do as good a job as I wanted. And so we do fail people. It's an imperfect system.
I have watched several surgeries with Dr. Rutledge and watched him remove a lap band and do a gastroplasty in his MGBs, and it's amazing that there's just maybe a couple drops of blood loss. Very clean. That lap band removal
It's pretty slick.
was slick.
Yeah.
You know, I watched you count the intestine, and everybody's got to be quiet, and you've done 4,000 of them, and I think you've done well.
Thank you very much.
So.
Thank you, Mama.